Going on, team. So we're just going to go through the next phase of training. So the phase is going to be called We Go Again. Okay. So we've done the open. We've kind of had a bit of a flush out of the open, and we've had a deload. We've got out of kind of the open setting, and the quarterfinals are all done. And it's time now that we start kind of building some habits, and that's going to be the main focus of this next 4 weeks. It's just a small phase. It's going to be forming and building some routines and habits, okay? And this is where the JST Mindset Journal that we're launching is going to come in really helpful. And it's just going to help you kind of analyse your training, analyse your lifestyle, and just be able to set some realistic goals and expectations, not only of the session, but of the focus of your training and your week, your month, and the why that you're training. Okay, we find this is going to be a big area for athletes to improve on, and we really want to try and get you into the routine of doing this stuff in the JST Mindset Journal over these next 4 weeks, so that when we do get to the next phase, which is called Back to the Build, then we hit the ground running and we're ready to attack the really nitty-gritty structured training when it comes. Okay. In terms of the training, the focus is going to be just increasing your exposure to multiple different stimuluses or stimuli. So just really kind of increasing the variance that's in the program. So there's going to be like an indoor triathlon, there's going to be a strongman medley, there's going to be max out weightlifting sessions, there's going to be CrossFit mashups. We're just really trying to open out how broad the sessions can be in terms of also time domains that we're working in. We've got 90 minutes plus, 30-second sprints, and in terms of the skills that we're doing as well, just really trying to open up how many different skills we're exposed to. I think it's a really important stage to go through, especially post-open, where everything's kind of been just solely focused on barbell, rig, burpees, and the stuff that we had to really dial in ready for the open. Now it's time to really just kind of open that up. Let's get it back outside. Not that you're probably used to being outside, but get exercise outside, bit of running in there, and just as many different exercises, and use as many different pieces of kit and equipment that we can as possible. And then hopefully from what that'll do is just build some morale again in training. We had a lot of people messages about saying they're really struggling with training, struggling with motivation, just their attitude toward training just wasn't there. Obviously lockdowns had a big play on that, and then with the stress of the open, it's just kind of intensified it a little bit. So we really want to get that morale going again. Gyms are starting to open up around the country and around the world, so hopefully by the end of this time everyone's ready to get back to normality. So there's leaderboards on there, a bit of fun. We don't want to put any stress on time of hitting certain times, performances. Just want you to get good routine, habits, enjoy your training again. And just hit your training with a smile. There is tweaks for each bias, and we'll get another video of this for each program. Jack's going to give you some indication of where the strength bias is going to be changing over this phase. Biscard is going to be running the engine bias, and he'll give you some insights, and we've got the insights from Matt James for the gymnastics bias as well. And then I think finally, probably the last thing to mention is, so this next phase has all been written up. Obviously you can only see 7 days ahead of your program, but feedback from Jack and Phil so far is that, and I must agree, it's a programming masterpiece. So I would agree. I think it's just the range of stuff that we're doing, but also then how it's put together. So day to day, I'm really excited to see how you guys find it and how you get on, and hopefully we'll get you all by the end of this. Everyone's cooking on gas and ready to push ahead to the following phase.